some teams would say momentum shifting up, and for some, the momentum taking them down. And one team probably that we need to talk about is Dynamos. They're finding life really hard as they're still searching for their second win of the season. The side has lost 3 games on the bounce and find themselves just above the teams in the drop zone. And their coach, Jalai Chigoe, called on his charges to keep on fighting as he has faith in that side that he has assembled.
It's unfortunate we are not getting the result that we want. We'll keep on fighting, and I believe that this group of boys has got potential to turn things around. It's a work in progress. We will continue to work. I believe that we need patience from especially the fans. But this is a good side, you can see. We held our own. Most took their chance. But yeah, obviously the problem remains the same. We are not getting goals.
Dynamos coach Jalai Chigoe, are they paying the price of rebuilding season after season? Remember Tondera Nderaya, remember Marua, Herbert Marua, remember Genesis Mangombe, and now they've got Jalai Chigoe. And the rebuilding continues.
When we look at the word rebuilding, Howard, I think you are assembling something for the future. You have a particular target for the future. But when I look at Dynamos, for me, that's not rebuilding. It's a matter of trying to find a plan B for the failed plan A. The failed plan A being the mass exodus due to odd signing on fees, due to odd salaries. And they had to do with what was available for them at that moment. But trust me, 2 seasons from now, most of those guys will not even be there because Dynamos does not have a solid future plan. So for me, that's not rebuilding. They are just making do with what's available for them at that moment. But they don't have an eye for the future.
They are living for today.
Yes.
And today is not so rosy.
Definitely. You need Dynamos. Traditionally, you need 2 or 3 guys, the go-to guys, who can fight for you when chips are down. But now let's look at them. Who can we point to? Yes, we have the Shadrach Nyawas, we have the Temptation Chungas, but those guys are not so senior when we talk about Dynamos.
So I know Mo spoke about them, not having any pockets at all, and not attracting quality in terms of the playing personnel. But I want to change it a bit. Go back to the time of Kenny Mbaiwa when he was the chairman. Yes, we understand the owner doesn't have money, but Kenny Mbaiwa was there. There was a bit of movement, even sponsorship and. After Kenny Mbaiwa, Isaiah Mfurutsa also came. There was a bit of stability, right? And Isaiah Mfurutsa left. Now, there is Maunganidze. How has that executive fared when you compare to the previous executives that have been there for Dynamos?
I think
are they taking Dynamos anyway? You will come in. Let Vero go.
I think when you look at this current leadership that's there, they don't have a vision at all. Why I'm saying so is that let's go back to the time that Sakunda came on board. You have a sponsor who comes and promises to bankroll you for 3 years. 3 years lapses, you don't have a future plan. Yet by the time that maybe they got into the 2nd year, they were supposed to have a future plan. Now that Sakunda 3 years, if they don't renew, we have our plan B, even if they renew, but we have another sponsor waiting to come in. The first 3 years lapsed, the second 3 years lapsed. Now they find themselves in Kwandar again. They don't have anywhere to go. And even looking at the time that Sakunda brought in a huge chunk of sponsorship, what did they use the money for? If you can't please the players, then you are not going anywhere.
David, you're itching to come in.
Yeah, as a former player, Howard, and if you go to a club, it is stable. Yeah, things will work out for you. You show all your qualities. But you can have a club, it is disorganized. And you will also be a disorganized player. Because remember, every day, every week, you also want your money. Could engage where. But then, like what Vero is saying, when Dynamos got the sponsorship from Sakunda, ndo pavangadai vakatanga kurongeka. Zvekutoti by now we shouldn't be talking about zvatikutaura panapa kuti Mablanyo is rebuilding, Verava aramba kuti is rebuilding, because they've done it before with Mablanyo. Whenever there is no money, they know where to go. They'll go back to Mablanyo. They don't support him now because the fans want Mablanyo to be sacked, but the fans are not looking at the administrators themselves. Yeah, because most of the time it's not about sacking the coach, but it's about looking at the executive. What have they done to support the coach?
So more, I know you want to come in. You've got about 30 seconds. So you've got Bernard Marriott. When he brought in Maunganidze and crew, what was the thinking behind that?
The challenge is that he does not consult that much. That's the information that we get. He doesn't consult that much. Decisions are made backdoor. There is no thorough investigation into people they are bringing in. They just bring people that this one is good. Yeah,
probably based on friendship or relationships.
What I would say for the current Dynamos is like for those good players like Jalai and maybe 2-3 others, they should just look for better teams and leave that.
Okay.